Hello, welcome back. It is I, beautiful people. I never thought I'd wake up and see the day where I am excited to get dressed, get ready, so I could sit down in the corner of my room and record. But here I am, progress. I love it. I wanted to make this quick video because I've been doing a lot of sound baths and a lot of meditative practices, let's put it that way. And during these times of meditation, the thought has come to me. Meditation is submission. Why is that, you ask? Well, if you're meditating, a lot of the time you're trying to surrender to your mind, to get back into your body and to be able to observe your thoughts pass without giving too much attention to them, just like a cloud. To know that you have power in your mind to sit with something and not let it overtake you. It's a willing practice to surrender to the power of the mind, because that can be scary, because the mind is a powerful muscle. It is a tool. But also, the more you exercise that muscle, the stronger it gets. With submission, it's a similar activity. And I'm not just meaning, in the bedroom. No. Submission can happen, for example, for me, when I was trying to learn how to dance. Bachata. I thought, right, I need to submit so I can be led. Otherwise, my body is anticipating the next move. It's not allowing me to feel my partner and to respond. And I found that once you can submit in one place of your life, you can submit in other places of your life. And that led me back to the whole submission and meditation thought. So that's something. I don't know if anyone resonates with that, but it's something that I think, honestly, people need to think about. We should be talking about this a bit more. I wish I had my notes here, because I've been pacing and pondering and wondering all this stuff. Anywho, I'm about to go on holiday, and I realized that I wasn't excited. Why wasn't I excited? So this morning, I decided to do one of my embodying happiness meditations, right? And that meant I had to submit to the feeling of excitement. Do you know how difficult that is when you've been disappointed and you've been hurt, or you're someone who is so used to having things done exactly the way you want them, or in an order, when you're used to making decisions? Ooh, difficult, bro. Difficult. But I did the meditation, and I realized, okay, again, I need to submit to this feeling of happiness, of excitement, knowing that, okay, if disappointment does come, I have the ability to deal with it, right? And I think with the journey of my mental health that I've been on thus far, I've been so used to sitting and submitting to pain, to sadness, to melancholy, to indifference, that now there is so much joy and light coming into my life, I don't know what to do with it. So I've gone back to my meditative practice. I wouldn't say I've gone back, I've had to tweak them. Why have I had to tweak them? Because my aims have changed. And this is taking a lot of reflection to get here. A good few months, a good few hiccups, a good few kind of solo trips, and just sitting with my brain. A lot of work has gone into figuring this out. And this thing that seems so small, like this aha moment, I'm like, it's taken me this long, but I'm happy. It's taken me this long because this journey is all about learning and growing, and you can't rush that. Rome wasn't built in a day. So I'm trying to be kind and compassionate to myself in that. So if any of you struggle with that, just remember, be kind to yourself, be compassionate. We're all learning, we're all growing, right? Those trees in the Amazon, what are they, in the Amazon? Like the really tall ones. They didn't grow overnight, do you get what I mean? They took a hot minute to grow. But I have to keep reminding myself that, so I hope you remind yourself that, okay? Going back to it, changing and shifting the focus of these meditative practices has really helped me unlock this ability to feel happiness. I want to say unlock, submit to the feeling of happiness or contentness or just joy. It's not suppressing that smile on my face. It's not kind of scowling when actually I'm jumping for joy inside. It's not repressing my joy because I don't want to be seen as this loud black person. Conversation for another day. But upon this journey, I realised that there were so many things that play into maybe why I haven't been submitting to this feeling of happiness. And the shift that I've had in my life right now, I'm very grateful because I realised I was getting to a point where social media, I try not to use it. I love a YouTube, don't get me wrong, I love a bit of TikTok. You know, I'll be there having a little giggle, going on TikTok live, seeing what's going on. But when it comes to like Instagram, Facebook, really, I'm really not here for it. I love TikTok in the sense that you can see how other people kind of are living and connect almost in a way. I know it's digital, but in ways that before you wouldn't have been able to. It sparks curiosity and it's a bit more authentic because people aren't posing the best lighting, the best angle. Short forms of people are like, I've got a thought, I'm just gonna get it out. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, wow, okay, this is kind of great, but also it's consuming. It is a dopamine hit. It's so easy to just sit and just scroll and get lost in this device and not feel the joy and the wonders of the world and not submit to the joy of hearing the birds sing, to feeling the wind in your hair. No, I don't want to feel the wind in my hair because I want to go home and sit on my phone. I digress. So with this usage of Reddit, I'm a little bit of a Reddit girly. I like a bit of Reddit as well. Over time, I realised that with a lot of the content coming out, red pill, blue pill, all of this, there's a lot of misandry, a lot of misogyny, of course, a lot of like what is it? Looks maxing, that's it. For everyone, I'm not here discriminating, but I realised that I internalized kind of a lot of these notions that I'm seeing. Like, when a man texts you and you see that smile forming, like, actually, yeah, there is a smile forming. Why am I not allowed to feel that happiness and that joy and submit to that in my body and smile in that moment? And I don't realize that I've been internalizing a lot of this media that because I'm not directly, say, the consumer, e.g., this is maybe directed at heteronormative kind of relationship styles. I thought, yeah, this doesn't really apply to me. But actually, I've internalized that and I've had to stop and go, why am I going, ugh, when my man messaged me, I love this man. Or like, when someone that I'm interested in messages me, where does that come from? This increased culture of if you're not, you know, acting stank, if you're not kind of playing hard to get, giving them a little inch at a time, breadcrumbing them, then you're not kind of entering or starting or pursuing a relationship in the right way. And I'm on the spectrum, if you didn't know. Hi. I should call this Hi, welcome, I'm on the spectrum. New intro. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't realise how much of this I was taking literally and internalizing it. And I didn't realise the danger this was having to me and the relationships that I could be having. So, taking it back to meditation is a form of submission. I really do agree with that in the sense that submitting to your mind, also being able to form your own thoughts, not based off kind of what social media says that this is the way you should act or behave in a relationship or enter things like this, or this is the way you should experience joy and experience happiness. And if you're not having X, Y, and Z, then you're not experiencing this properly and you should suppress that. Going back to the simple meditative practices and submitting to the thought of happiness has really expanded my ability to feel more joy and happiness in the small things. I hear the birds tweet and I'm like, hee hee, tweet, tweet. Like, that's such a small thing. And I hate that I got to the point where hearing something beautiful in nature really made me go, ugh. But slowly and surely, and I'm really grateful that I've had this time to introspect because now I can go enjoy this holiday. It's not an introspection holiday, it is a I'm going to go and relax holiday because I'm going to go and submit. So that is all. That was my thought I wanted to share with you. I've got so much time before I've got to go to the airport. So I'm not gonna edit because otherwise this won't come up. This will be stuck in a draft, in a folder, on my laptop. And you ain't gonna see it. If the sound has been too loud, I apologise. But you can turn it down on your laptop. Until next time. Mwah.